flood havoc in Punjab. Development, negligence, and nature's wrath. Just imagine, in the cool morning breeze, a farmer walks toward his fields. His dream crops are swaying, the lush green of paddy, the tall stalks of madge, and the white blossoms of cotton seem to promise him prosperity. But suddenly, dark clouds gather, thunder tears through the sky, and in moments, torrential rains along with swelling rivers swallow the fields. Homes where stoves once burned are swept away in the floodwaters. Roads, lanes, and bridges disappear. Helpless, people watch their hard work get destroyed before their very eyes. This is no imaginary scene, but the painful reality of millions in Punjab. This time, 12 districts are completely submerged. Nearly 1.5 million people have been affected, more than 3 lakh have abandoned their homes for safer places, and thousands of farmers have seen their futures washed away. The question is, why does Punjab face this tragedy every few years? Is it merely nature's play? Or do negligence and politics also share the blame? Today, we'll dive deep into this very subject. But before that, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you always get the latest updates on our videos first. So, without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. Let me tell you, the situation in Punjab right now is extremely serious. Rivers like the 𝐮𝐩𝐥𝐿, Beas, Ravi, and Ghaggar are flowing far above their normal levels. Having crossed the danger mark, these rivers have left their old paths and entered villages and towns. Fields spread across hundreds of kilometers have turned into ponds, and thousands of homes are submerged underwater. Nearly 1,000 villages are fully in the grip of floods. More than 30 deaths have already been confirmed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi personally spoke with Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann to review the relief and rescue operations. The Army, NDRF, and local disaster management teams are working non-stop, using boats and tractors to evacuate people to safety. But despite these efforts, fear and uncertainty are etched on people's faces, because they don't know how long it will take to return home, or whether their homes will even remain standing when they do. Punjab's real strength lies in its agriculture, and this flood has dealt the deepest blow there. Nearly 3 lakh acres of paddy, madge, and cotton crops have been destroyed. Farmers had been preparing paddy nurseries for months, working tirelessly in the fields, and spending thousands of rupees on fertilizers, seeds, and labor. But just a few hours of rain washed all that effort away. The paddy crops rotted underwater, madge roots decayed, and cotton balls spoiled in the floods. This is not only a personal loss of income for farmers, but also a huge setback for Punjab's economy, because the state is one of the leading suppliers of food grains in India. When Punjab's agriculture drowns, the impact spreads across the nation's food supply and prices. The Meteorological Department has issued a red alert for Punjab. In the coming days, more heavy rain has been predicted, which means hopes for relief remain slim. Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has already toured the affected regions. He assured people that the government is doing everything possible to help. But he also admitted that in the face of natural disasters, human efforts often fall short. That is true, but it is also incomplete, because floods are not just the result of rain from the skies, they're made far more dangerous by human negligence. In fact, this is not the first time Punjab has suffered the devastation of floods. The state faced a similar crisis in 2019 and again in 2023. In the 2023 floods, nearly 1,500 villages were affected and hundreds of thousands of hectares of crops were submerged. In 2019 too, more than 300 villages were flooded. Clearly, this is not a new problem. It is a tragedy that repeats itself again and again. The question is, if such situations arise every few years, why does the government fail to prepare in advance each year? Experts point out that the real reason behind floods in Punjab is not just heavy rain and swollen rivers. The deeper cause is weak infrastructure and lack of preparedness. Every February, the state government is supposed to hold a flood management meeting. This is where decisions are taken about repairing embankments, cleaning rivers and canals, and strengthening the drainage system. But this year, the meeting didn't happen in February. It was pushed to June, right when the monsoon was already at the doorstep. By then, it was far too late. In February, the 𝐼𝐴 Party's full attention was on the Delhi elections, and Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann himself was busy with party strategies. As a result, flood control preparations remained incomplete. Dam management also became a major cause of flooding this year. Large reservoirs like Bhakranangal, Ranjit Sagar, and Pong Dam were filled to dangerously high levels. Under normal conditions, water is released gradually from these dams to avoid impacting downstream areas. But this time, the water levels rose so quickly that huge volumes had to be released all at once. This sudden release caused water levels in low-lying areas to surge dramatically, and villages were swept away. This wasn't just a natural compulsion. It was also the result of poor dam management and political tug-of-war. Moreover, long-standing disputes over water sharing between Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan delayed timely decisions. Arguments dragged on for months over who would get how much water. During this period, water was held back in the dams. And when heavy rains came, the reservoirs reached dangerous levels. Then, under pressure, water had to be released suddenly. And Punjab's villages bore the brunt of the destruction. This is a stark example of how political wrangling leaves ordinary people and farmers to pay the price. Today, 12 out of Punjab's 23 districts are badly affected by floods. Ludhiana, Jalandhar, Hoshiarpur, Kapurthala, Faridkot, and Moga are among the worst hit. Entire villages are submerged. People have been forced to leave their homes and take shelter in government relief camps. But these camps lack clean drinking water, sufficient food, and even basic health care. Children are falling sick, women are distressed, and the elderly are running out of medicines. People stand in long queues for hours just to get a pot of drinking water. This picture shows that floods don't just drown fields and homes, they also drown people's dignity and hopes. Village elders say they have seen floods many times in their lives, but the situation was never this frightening before. In 1988 too, Punjab was hit by floods, but back then rivers were wider, ponds and canals were full, and water flowed away easily. Today, the situation is the opposite. Rivers have shrunk, embankments have weakened, and encroachments are everywhere. This is why even moderate rainfall now turns into a major disaster. This flood is not just Punjab's problem. It is a warning for all of North India and for the whole country. Climate change has made the monsoon even more unpredictable. Sometimes there is drought, sometimes sudden cloudbursts and heavy rainfall. Scientists are warning that such events will only increase in the coming years. If we do not act in time, these situations will repeat every year, causing even greater losses. So what is the solution? Experts believe the first step is to modernize dam management with advanced technology. Strategies for releasing and storing water must be made on a scientific basis. Rivers must be desilted and embankments repaired every year by February. Drainage systems in villages and towns must be strengthened so water can flow out quickly. Permanent rehabilitation plans should be created for flood-prone areas. In addition, crop insurance and prompt compensation schemes must be guaranteed for farmers, so their lives can get back on track after every disaster. Farmers themselves say they don't just want relief money. They want permanent solutions. Their point is clear. If their crops keep drowning year after year, they will be forced to abandon farming. And if Punjab's farmers give up agriculture, it won't just be Punjab's problem. It will be a danger signal for the entire nation's food security. Punjab is called the breadbasket of India. And if that collapses, the very foundation of the country will be shaken. This tragedy in Punjab forces us to question whether we are truly progressing or just pretending for the sake of appearances. Will politics and elections remain our top priority? Or will we finally put the lives and safety of ordinary people first? Will we keep waiting for floods to return every year? Or will we find a permanent solution to this crisis? This story is not just about Punjab. It is a lesson for the whole nation. We must understand that until humans respect the laws of nature and stop making decisions solely for political gain and profit, nature will continue to show its wrath. Floods, droughts, and disasters are not mere incidents, they are warnings. And if we fail to heed them in time, our future generations will pay the heaviest
Has
price.
taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.